Shalom, shalom. Right, we're the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. We speak about the upliftment of the Most High's chosen. First of all, the upliftment of the Most High's Son, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay, and he's coming back to deliver the chosen people, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the scattering around the world. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor
to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, HaKadosh.
No honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone citations. Much love and respect to Lakim out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Okay, so this kingdom, right? Esau's kingdom is coming to an end, and Esau's is being exposed day by day, man. Okay, he's being exposed day by day, and that's all before the judgment comes upon him fully. All right, get me Isaiah 47 where you're at. All right, okay. So start at 5.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Yeah.
For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Right. Keep on.
I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Right. Now it said the daughter of the Chaldeans. The daughter of the Chaldeans are those Edomites. And we're going to show you that. Give me Psalms 137. Okay? You Edomites are the daughters of the Chaldeans, man. All right? And what is the daughter of Babylon? Or the Chaldeans? Because Chaldea was in Babylon.
Right.
That's America. Okay? America's the daughter of Babylon, man. That's the Babylon the Great, according to the Bible. Boy, bring that up.
Psalms 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Right, because the Edomites, when we were being taken over by the Babylonians, the Edomites were the main ones coming up against us, man.
Sure.
All right? Stealing from the temple. All right? Putting certain of us to death. All right? Go ahead.
O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed.
Right.
Happy shall he be. That
So why is vocab trying to save these people? The scripture says, who are to be destroyed. You should be destroyed. That's what the scripture said. Okay? Go ahead.
Who are to be destroyed. Happy shall he be. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
That's right.
No, you didn't read it.
Verse 8, Psalms 137 and verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Right, because that's how they served us. All right, so guess what? They're going to get that retribution, man. All right, so the Lord is saying, listen, you are the daughter of Babylon, man.
That's right.
And you're going to be destroyed. Okay, and you're going to get paid back for it. All right, and who are they today, man? So-called Caucasians, man, so-called white people. These are the biblical Edomites. Okay, we are the biblical Israelites, man. All right, the majority of them, not all of them are Edomites, because you got some that are actually descent from our people. All right, just like every other nation, we got our people scattered amongst all nations. Okay, but the majority are Edomites.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
Jeremiah 50 and 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nation shall be a wilderness and a dry land.
Who's the mother that brought you forth? That was Britain, man. Great Britain. That's where America stems from. We stem from Great Britain, man. Okay? Great Britain, it destroyed those two other horns, which was the Spanish and the French. Okay, and they came up victorious, and that's where America came from. Okay? See that? They fought for their so-called independence. Okay? And then that's where it came from. That was the mother. And guess what? Great Britain is becoming ashamed of America because of its madness that's going on here, man.
Right.
That's going on there. Okay? Go ahead.
Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be willing.
It's the laughing stock of the earth at this point. America's the laughing stock of the world, man. This man just went and traded some high decorated military man for some butch dyke. You know what I mean? That does nothing for the earth.
It's true.
Okay, except for bring confusion. Okay? Go ahead, man. And then you go trade that for that, like if that's an equal trade. And then you're supposed, as a Jake's supposed to celebrate. You fucking crazy, man. This is the reason why the community is in the situation it's in now, because of this madness that's going on, man.
Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished, and hissed at her at all her plagues.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
This is Nahum 3.
You want to jump in?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is Nahum 3 and verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness.
Right. So that because back in the ancient world, for a woman to walk around naked or showing off certain parts was a shame. Right. Now it's nothing to them. Now because they're shameless. And what does the scripture say about a shameless woman? She shall be counted as a dog. So the majority of these girls are bitches, man. Okay? Because they're shameless, man.
Sweet.
You see that? So it's not a wicked versus call you bitches, because that's all that means is a female dog, man. You learn that in school, man. And the Bible tells you that, man. Well, matter of fact, get me that. Matter of fact, get me that scripture. Okay? About a shameless woman. Alright? Because that's what it represents. When it says the skirt's gonna go over your head, it means it's covering everything. You can see your panties. Okay? You see everything, man. Your undergarment. Go ahead, read that again.
Nahum 3 and verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
Right.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness,
Yes.
and the kingdoms thy shame.
Shame. So the shame is tied to the nakedness. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
So the majority of them are like dogs out here, man. Okay, they don't show me respect. You really don't deserve respect, man. Okay, because you look at how you're carrying yourself, man.
Sure.
If you carried yourself respectfully, then you would get respect, man. All right, be minus 20 outside, and you're gonna see chicks outside with mini skirts on, man. Talking about respect my intellect, man. Okay.
But she that is shamefaced
But she that has shame, that is shamefaced, that is humble, go ahead,
will fear the Lord.
will fear the
right.
Lord, man.
That's right.
Okay, will fear the Lord, and what? And will also get a form of praise, okay, for being righteous, man. Okay, but come on, man. You just look around you, man. That ain't out here, man. There's been more. Go finish it off.
Verse 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and I will set thee as a gazing stock.
Right, the gay, right. Because that's what the Lord is going to completely destroy. He's putting America and these Edomites to shame, but then he's going to completely destroy it.
That's right.
All right? Want to jump in?
This is Isaiah 47 and verse
Whoa,
1.
whoa, we're there. You want you start verse 1 you want to read? Okay, read.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne,
Yeah.
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right, they're going to look at you as a whore. The whore, give me that, the whore that rides upon the beast. Okay, that's what Babylon is. And that's not a good thing. All right? That's a terrible shame, man. See, in the ancient world, there was something called shame, which that's what this earth needs right now. It needs more shame. Good.
Back to Isaiah 47 and verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of
that
it.
word lady. Look at the word lady in that scripture. Look it up. Read that again.
Isaiah 47 and 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Right. So you didn't remember what was going to befall you, man. All right, for playing the whore, for being a wicked, evil person, man. Because what is the harlot? What is that associated to spiritually? Someone that's dealing with idolatry, man. And that's what this whole system is based on, man. All these little logos on these different brands and things like that, they go back to different gods, man, and idol worship, man.
That's right.
All right, you see what Balenciaga is all about. Okay, you break that down into Latin. That's Baal is king. Who is Baal? That's tied to the devil, man.
That's right.
All right, that's why they had that ad with all them children with damn BDSM dolls, and that's not in the news no more. That was in the news and it's out in the news. Something so severe, serious, and these people have children, man. They should be completely outraged, man. Showing these people in a zombified state, and whatever they tell them to get mad at, that's what they get mad at.
That's right. That's right.
they tell them to be mad at Ye for a year straight, they're gonna be mad at Ye for a year straight. Right? But then they're promoting PDF files and they don't get no slack. They don't get no, it's okay. Right? They don't get canceled, man. This is the wickedness of this place, man. And these people are with it, man. That's why the Lord is going to destroy these people.
That's right.
And their families.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
There was a meme that was saying there was an angry guy and someone was asking, why are you mad? The guy was saying, I don't know. I'm waiting for them to tell me. You know?
Yeah. I seen that meme because these people are zombies, man. Go ahead. What's the definition of lady? Go ahead, bring it out.
This is the
We're
word.
going to read it from that part again. Go ahead.
This is the word lady from the Bew letter. It says lady, queen, mistress.
And go ahead.
It says mistress.
Well, okay, yeah, okay, in a lofty position, if you will. But we know the true definition of queen is what, a whore.
Right.
Go ahead.
That was pretty much it. Mistress. I'm sorry.
Okay. Matter of fact, look up lady in etymology. Okay.
That's
Go ahead. Huh?
Something-
Okay, bring it out.
Nahum 3 and 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms
Just read that.
of the
Go ahead.
of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredom and family through her witchcraft.
That's it. That's what America's all about. Okay, that's the hub of witchcraft right there. Right? Disney, right? They're pushing that on the children 24/7. By the way, that battle rap is tied to Disney. Okay, showing you why that's so satanic right now. Okay, because Esau got up in there. Okay, the devil got up in there. Just like when the devil got up in that Nigerian church, that white pope was up in there, the so-called white pope, and what was he trying to push them? He was trying to push homosexuality, man. And they're like, we don't want you here, man. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Okay? He said, we don't want you around here, man. Okay? Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is lady in the etymology. It says mistress of a household, wife of a lord. It says one who needs.
Right, wife of a man that's in a high position. Right? They had to have wives that had some type of reputation of being ladies, having some common decency, man. All right? Just like the priest. The priest, you couldn't just deal with this any whore on the strip. Okay, she had to be a straight virgin. Because what you have to, that represents you. The woman that you got represents you on the streets. So that's why you tell your woman certain things, don't do this and that. But in this society, you tell them that you're toxic, you're wicked. So you can't even mold them to be a good representation.
Controlling.
Right? So it's nothing but shame. Shame for the man out here, man. Read that again, man. Read that again.
It says mistress of a household, wife of a lord.
Wife of a lord. How you doing, sister? All right? Wife of a lord, right? So, like I said, the wife had to be a representation of them.
That's right.
Okay? Just like the wife is a representation of you. The glory of the man is what? Is the woman.
That's right.
Okay? The glory of the woman is her hair. Okay? You see that? So that shows you what it is, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah 47:7, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Right.
Therefore,
Oh, well, get me that. Oh, I don't know if I actually might be there on the right. No, go ahead. Just in 1 hour. When shall thy plagues come? The widowhood, such and such, so on and so forth. Go ahead. Yeah, it's the same one, right? Go ahead. All right. Yeah.
it says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest to thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Right. She thought she was going to stay in that position for all the days, man. America's going down now, man. America's at the end now.
right.
Okay?
That's right.
That time is over, man. All right? And when America falls, these Edomites fall. Period.
Right.
All right? Because the Lord's going to set it up for nuclear destruction. Right? We've been telling them about World War III, right? They didn't want to listen. Now it's right at the brink. Go ahead, man.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood.
Right.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection.
Right. So you're going to lose everything, in other words, man.
Right.
The Lord's going to make you lose everything. Give me that in Habakkuk where it says that they'll spoil many nations, man, the 2nd chapter. Okay? You're going to lose everything, man. You Edomites, everything that you have, you're going to lose it. Okay? Everything that America was so rich with, this and that, from bullying other nations and robbing and using economic hitmen, right, for these other nations, because that's what they do. Okay? All that is going to be destroyed in 1 hour, man.
That's right.
1 hour, all that's going to be wiped away, man.
That's right.
Real quick. This is the book of Isaiah 13
Oh, matter of fact,
and verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished.
that's it. And with what? With nuclear wind. Okay, they're going to be ravished with nuclear wind. Okay, that's what it's speaking about, man. Okay, that's how you Edomites are going to be ravished, man. That's how you're going to be spoiled. Okay? Wait.
Verse 10.
Jump in. Okay, hold on. Finish that
Verse
off.
10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it has perverted thee.
Well, that's it. Okay, ultimately, that's what it is, man. Okay, the wisdom. You thought that you were going to continue based on your knowledge, all right, your understanding of the occult, of how to work on psychology, the different plans that were set up in place. Because I believe it was Maxwell who said it. Jordan Maxwell who said that these elites are not particularly smart. They just follow a pattern. Okay, a pattern that's been laid out. Okay, so it's not like they're doing nothing innovative. They're just following a pattern that's that's been working on a higher level. Okay, but now it's coming to an end. There's more. Okay, go ahead.
And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
That's it. Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that bite thee, and awake that vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Right.
All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Right, and the other nations are not going to run up in America and steal stuff and Chinese coming out from helicopters running the White House, taking things flying back up. No, that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is those nuclear missiles going to devour all of that. That's what it means, man. When something is taken from you, you don't got it no more, man. Like the man Micah in the Judges, man. Judges the 17th chapter, man. They took the statue, they took the ephod, and he didn't see that again, man. Okay? So that's what's getting ready to happen to America, man.
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead.
Isaiah,
Jump in, go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there.
Right, meaning them Arabs opening stores, that's done away with. Ain't no Chinese restaurant gonna be there. Okay, not even a remnant of a Chinese restaurant or anything that used to be there. Or the White House or the Statue of Liberty, all those things are gonna be wiped off.
Right.
I need that life. That's just exactly where I was going to. You'll get that. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there,
Yep.
neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
That's it. Okay? So, bring it out.
Isaiah 34 and verse 11. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch upon it the line of confusion.
Line, meaning what? They're not going to know where it began and where it ended. Okay? Even a lot of the sea, the scriptures speak about the sea being dried up. So you ain't going to know nothing, man. You're just going to be standing in dirt and sand, which no one's going to stand there, but you're just going to see sand and dust. Okay? And certain creatures, man. The demons. Go ahead.
The line of confusion and the stones thereof emptiness. They shall call on the nobles, they shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there.
That's right.
And all her princes shall be nothing.
That's it. Okay? They're going to be turned to nothing. Because anyone that's on the shores of America is going to be turned to dust. Okay? Go ahead.
Continuing on, because of man's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Yep. Yeah, and that's why you're going to be spoiled, because of the man's blood that you spilled. Okay? Because of all this wickedness that you've done, man. All right? And that's just one aspect. You got many aspects of why you're going to be spoiled. But, well, that's a perfect example. Get me Numbers 35 and 33. Okay? Because of man's blood. There's so much blood, you can't calculate it, man. So the Lord is just going to set up one big, which he can calculate it, but it's gonna basically culminate to one big destruction. Go ahead.
Numbers 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein but by the blood of him that shed
So
it.
the Lord's going to set up a lot of death for Canada too.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a
That's
lot
right.
of blood, a lot of blood on these lands right here.
That's right.
Okay, a lot of death, a lot of destruction for the French. Okay, for the damn for you Americans. Okay, for the rest of you Edomites, man. All right, because you are the descendants of those people, which makes you those people. Because everyone comes back in the reincarnation, man.
That's right. That's right.
So you want to ask how that's possible? How is that possible? Because you are those foreparents, man. Okay, those ones that were lynching Jake and doing all these things. You are those people coming back, man. Get me Isaiah 14 and 21, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, and verse 21.
Bring it out.
And it reads, prepare slaughter for his children,
right.
for the iniquity of their fathers.
Right, so the Lord is saying that. Okay, he's saying prepare slaughter for their children for the iniquity of their fathers, their forefathers, man. Go ahead.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
So can a curse fall upon their children? Yes, and it has. The same way the curse fell upon the Israelites and their descendants is the same way the curse is falling upon the Edomites, man. Oh, give me Isaiah 34. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 24 and verse 16. The fathers shall not be put to death for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man shall be put to death for his own sin.
Right, so why does it say the children are going to pay for what their fathers did? We'll get fall down to every third or fourth generation. Got it? We'll bring it out. No, I need that first. Okay? I need that first. I need that particular scripture.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord, thy power, am a jealous power,
right.
visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Right, the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Why? Because you come back every third and fourth generation, man. Okay? That's what happens. It's something called reincarnation.
Sure.
Okay? That's why Yahweh Shai, when he came back, he was known as what? The son of David. Why was he known as the son of David? Okay? Because in the reincarnation, guess what? He was the son of David. And that's why David, that's the mystery of why David was calling his son Lord. Okay? Yahweh Shai asked them that, and they didn't know how to break that down. Okay? And there's another account of a particular king. I don't remember what the king was, but he did write in the side.
Yeah.
You know that I always bring this up from time to time. Okay? All right? I always bring this out from time to time, this particular scripture. Okay? Okay? Hold on. Let's get the scripture. All right? Because reincarnation, the Lord even spoke about John the Baptist, man. Matter of fact, get that account. Okay? Go ahead.
This is 2 Kings chapter 10 and 30. And the Lord said unto Jehu, because thou hast done well in executing that which is right in mine eyes, and hast done unto the house of Ahab according to all that was in mine heart, thy children of the fourth generation shall sit on the throne of Israel.
Right. Why did he say unto the fourth generation? Because what? Because his sons he was reincarnated in about the fourth generation. All right? Either the third or the fourth. So he's saying, in other words, you will come back on the throne. Okay? You will come back and sit on that throne. Get the John the Baptist account. Oh, you got it? Bring it out.
Matthew 17 and verse, I'm going to begin at verse 13.
Right.
Then the disciples understood, matter of fact, verse 10, and his disciples
It's
asked,
called the cycle of life.
That's right.
Okay? The cycle of life, man. The scriptures speak about judgment as a right, exactly. Judgment is like a ring, man. Everything goes in a circle, man. All right? You Edomites thought you did all this slavery, all this wickedness to people. You thought you got away with it. No, you didn't get away with everything, man. The Lord is going to judge you, man. Every last one of you nations, man.
That's right.
All right? Every last one that's not an Israelite, they're going to get judged.
That's right.
They're going to get paid back for that, man. You see that? But especially you Edomites, man. You so-called white people, man. All right? The Lord has a special judgment for you, man. Okay? Some special cookie. Bring it out.
This is 2 Ezra 5 and verse 42. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgments unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
Right, so it's likened unto a ring, so that judgment is going to come back to you, man. Right? That concept, they say karma, but we don't call it karma. All right? But that judgment is going to come back to you, man. You devils thought that you're banking on that the Most High doesn't exist, but He does exist, man. And the worst part about it is we're His children. We're the sons of God.
That's right.
All right? We're not just any nation. You didn't just take any nation and put them in captivity. You took the actual Israelites and put them in captivity. Get me a second Zechariah 2:8. Get me oh, get me Ecclesiastes. Okay? What? Read what you got. Yeah, okay, bring it on out.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Because it's not executed speedily, meaning what? You didn't get judged right there and then. The Lord really allowed these Edomites to keep going for a long, long time.
That's right. That's right.
All right? But now we're at the time of their judgment. We're at the time that everything is crumbling. They're being exposed left and right. As long as it took them hundreds of years, it took them to build up those lies, it's being brought down in a matter of years. Matter of fact, get the damn. I was just thinking about something, man. No, go ahead.
Verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before Him. But it shall not be well with the wicked.
Thought that I was one as thyself.
Neither shall he prolong his days,
Right.
which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High.
Right, so in other words, that judgment is going to come one way or another. One way or another, man. Either way, that judgment is going to come. You see? Go ahead. Yep, go ahead. Yeah, come on.
This is the book of Isaiah, the book of Psalms, chapter 50, and verse 20.
Yep.
Thou speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's sons.
Which is us. That's dealing with Jacob. Okay, they've been slandering us for the longest time, man. Right? Through their media, through their different lies that they bring up, their so-called science. They were using their false science, their pseudo-science to try to demonize Jake for the longest time, man. Jake is stupid, Jake don't know, got a low IQ, this and that. But at the same time, we were creating all the inventions.
That's right.
At the same time, we were the ones that was, we excelled the quickest in everything, man. Okay? But you see, that's that lie, that's that slander. Go ahead.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself.
Right, they thought that the Most High was with what they were doing. But He's not with it. He's not with it now. They're doing all kind of wickedness, right? Which now they're just coming out straight saying they worship Satan, basically.
Yeah.
All right? And the Lord is going to take them out. He's going to destroy them, man. Okay? He's going to destroy every last one of them. Right? Well, it doesn't mean they're all going to die, but they're going to be all brought to a lower state. Man.
That's right.
Right?
But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Right, so He's reproving them and He's setting Israel in order.
That's right. That's
And He's
right.
going to set them even more in order. Listen, another great awakening has to happen, man. Remember, them Latin tribes, the most amount of the elect is amongst the Latin tribes, man. And them Latin tribes are still sleeping, man. A lot of them. Okay? So guess what? There has to be another great awakening, man. There has to be another great awakening on a way higher level, man. Okay? Remember, the Lord did certain things where it was what? 5,000 added, 3,000 added. So we'll see what's getting ready to happen, man. 2023 is going to be a very heavy year, man. Okay? You got something?
2 Maccabees 6 and 13. For it is a token of great goodness when the wicked doer are not suffered any long time, but for with punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they become to the fullness of their sins. So dealeth He
Right,
with
what does
us.
that mean? What does that mean? That means that he waits for these other nations to keep doing wickedness, so He can bring an ultimate judgment upon you. Okay, but Jake is not so. All right, He judges us right away. Go ahead.
Lest that being come to the height of sin, afterward He should take vengeance on us. And therefore He never withdraweth His mercy from us. And though He punisheth with adversity, yet that He never forsake His people.
See, although we're in adversity because we're under the curse, we're under the heathen and the curses, right? The Lord said He'll never forsake us, man. And we're that nation that He loves. We're the apple of the Lord's eye, man. You see that? But these other nations, He doesn't care about them, man. Scripture says the other nations are what? As a drop of the bucket, man. Matter of fact, get that, bro. Get that real quick. Get that real quick, okay? Let's just show you the contrast, man. And that you Edomites, you have nothing good coming to you, man. Because you, amongst all these other nations, he actually hates you the most. You know.
2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also whom thou...
And this is why they don't bring out the fact about the Edomites. They don't have documentaries on it. Okay, they don't speak about it. Right? There's nothing you'll learn in school about the Edomites. Because they know, them scholars, they know that they're the Edomites. They know. You get to a certain level, these Edomites have dug up everything. They see what's going on, right? They read these books. They know what's up. They know the Romans were Edomites. They know the Greeks were Edomites, man. Go ahead, man.
Adam also whom thou hast made us Lord over all thy creatures. Of him come we all.
Yeah.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So everyone comes from Adam, including the chosen. And we are the chosen.
Right.
Go ahead.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
And the world was made for our sakes. This is why the world was created, man. All right?
Right.
Showing you we're of more importance than even the world. Okay? Because when you create something for something, the thing that you're creating it for is more important than the thing that you're creating.
That's right.
That's right.
Go ahead.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing,
Yeah.
but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance
So
of
he
them.
said you other nations are like spit. Okay? Go ahead. He like the abundance of you. So let's just put a number. Let's say 250,000 of you. Okay? Go ahead.
Unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Really, he doesn't care about you, man. Okay? So this is the difference between us and the heathen, man. This is all throughout the Bible, man.
That's right.
Okay? So we're just bringing out the truth of the matter, man.
That's right.
Right? And they don't like the truth. They want to believe what they want to believe concerning the scriptures, man.
Right.
We're telling you the truth, man. What?
This is Isaiah 40 and verse 16. And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. All nations,
Read from 15.
verse 15, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing,
Yeah.
and Lebanon is not sufficient to burn.
Right, meaning what? You can't sacrifice to the Most High. Your sacrifices are not heard or accepted. You have the only way you could go somewhat to the Most High, which really not really going to the Most High per se, is through Satan. That's why Balaam, he wasn't an actual prophet of the Lord. He was a witch. What?
Nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering.
Right.
All nations before him are as nothing,
Right. All these other nations are as nothing, man. Right?
and they are counted to him less than nothing,
That's how the Most High looks at you other nations. All right? Go ahead.
and vanity.
And vanity. Go ahead. That's it. All right? No.
Verse 18, to whom then will he liken the Most High? Or what likeness will ye compare unto him?
Right. So, okay. Well, that's it.
It's Revelation 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right of the tree of life, and may enter in through the gate into the city. For without are dogs, and sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
Right. So these are these other nations. And what is Jake always doing? Israel was always following after these other nations. Okay. And this is why the Lord kept getting mad at them. All right. Give me Isaiah the 10th, Jeremiah the 10th chapter, first verse. Okay. What you got, bro?
Ezra's 4 and 1. And Salakia, now when the adversary of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord power of Israel,
Yeah.
then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your power as ye do.
Right. So these other nations that were planted in our land at that time, they were trying to build with us, right, in the time of Zerubbabel. And what does Zerubbabel tell them? It's the same thing we're telling them now, right? But this is a spiritual building that we're doing. Okay, the spiritual building of the house of David. That's the third temple. It's not a physical temple, man. Go ahead.
And we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Herosharadon, king of Assur, which brought us up hither. But Zerubbabel and Joshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, Ye have nothing to do with us.
See, they said you have nothing to do with us, man.
Right.
Okay, yeah, was that racist? Yeah, that was racist.
Right.
Okay, because what? That's not for these other nations, man. The Lord is only for our people. He's only for the Israelites, man.
That's right.
That's it. And he always said that, man. Okay? So the Lord, the only thing next for these heathen is to get judgment, man, and to go into captivity under Israel, man. They had their time to shine, man. Go ahead.
Ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our power.
Right, you have nothing to do with us and our God. Okay? So when the Ishmaelites talk about we got the Quran, that's part of, that has nothing to do with us. Okay? That's something to do with the moon god. That ain't got nothing to do with us, man. There's nothing to do with me, man.
That's it.
Don't bring up no Quran in my prayer talking about it's linked with the Bible. And where? Show me. I can cut you real quick. Muhammad was an Ishmaelite, man.
That's right.
The Lord is not dealing with Ishmael. He's only dealing with the nation of Israel exclusively, man.
That's right.
Go ahead. Keep
But,
going.
but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord power of Israel.
Yeah.
As King Cyrus, the king of Persia,
Yeah.
had commanded us.
Right, right. So we're gonna build for our power, okay? And you do what you do, man. You have nothing to do. That's get the woman by the well. The Lord told the woman by the well the same thing because she was a heathen. Go ahead, bring out what you got, bro.
John 4:22. Ye worship ye.
Oh no, you gotta start up. You gotta start up. Go like 2 verses.
2 verses.
Yeah, go 2 verses. Matter of fact, 1 verse. Go 1 verse. All right. Because this is him speaking to that woman by the well, and she wasn't an Israelite; she was a heathen.
She wasn't eating, right?
And this is the Lord speaking.
Okay, I got it.
So he said the same thing basically that Zerubbabel and them said.
Yahweh Shai said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
Yeah,
Ye worship ye know not what.
right.
We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Salvation is of the Jews, man. It's not something. In other words, it's of the Israelites.
That's right.
That should be the correct way. It's of the Israelites, man. Okay. See, all the 12 tribes, man.
This is Sirach chapter 24 and verse 1 is speaking of wisdom. Wisdom shall praise herself and shall glory in the midst of her people. Verse 8, so the creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob and thine inheritance in Israel.
Right. That's where the Most High dwells. That's where His Spirit is dwelling, and that's where His Spirit is going to dwell. Well, ultimately, His Spirit is going to dwell in the kingdom amongst the Israelites. Okay. Right now, His Spirit is dwelling amongst us through Yahweh Shai. Okay. That's only through the elect. Got it?
This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
It's garrisons. Read that again.
In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen,
Yeah.
and I will and close up the breaches thereof.
Yeah.
And I will raise it up, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
I will build it as in the days of old, man. So how was it? What was happening in the days of old? King David had the Israelites, right? And the 12 tribes on a high level, and he had the other heathen in subjection. Okay, he wasn't making the heathen on the same level, man. All right, there was order. Just the same thing that's going to be in the kingdom. There's going to be order. All right, there's going to be us above all these other nations. Get me that, the mountain above all other. Matter of fact, get me Isaiah 2nd chapter.
Verse 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and all the heathen which are called by my name,
Right.
saith the Lord that doeth this.
Right, so we're going to possess these Edomites and the rest of these heathen, man. It's not complicated, man. And this is going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. All right? Because the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. It's not going to be in some sky float somewhere. No, it's going to be on earth, man.
That's
right.
It's not but the rulership of the righteous people.
That's right.
And they're going to be made perfect. See, this is what you get when the rulership is with wicked people, man. You got depression running rampant, pollution. The earth is destroyed under these devils, man. Completely destroyed. But then they have a high IQ somehow. I don't know. I don't know. You got to say it like the elder Brother, I know. All right? You understand? Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Samuel chapter 2. 2 Samuel chapter 8 and verse 13. And David got him a name when he returned from smiting of the Syrians in the valley of Salt, being 18,000 men. And he put garrisons in Edom.
Right, he put what's a garrison? Look up the meaning of the word garrison in the Google. Go ahead.
And he put garrisons in Edom. Throughout all Edom, put he garrisons. And all
Because you got garrisons all around the earth right now of America. Okay, you got places. Why? Because they control those places, man. Read what a garrison is, man. It has to do with the military, man. What?
This is the word garrison and the regular Google definition. It says the troops stationed in a fortress or town to defend it.
Right. Right. So meaning what? Because they control that area. And you got American garrison or American embassy in these different places. That's because they run those places for real. Okay? They can't just tell them to get up and leave. The people always protest and want them to leave. But they can't make them leave because they control that place. They're sucking out the natural resources or whatever they're doing over there. Right? We weren't being wicked like how Esau does it now, but guess what? That just showed that we control the Edomites. They weren't on the same level, and they're not going to be on the same level in the kingdom, man. Okay? Go ahead, man.
And he put garrisons in Edom. Throughout all Edom put he garrisons, and all they of Edom became David's servants.
Woo! They became what?
They became David's servants.
So this is going to happen again. The Lord said, he said he's going to raise up the tabernacles of David. All right? So the same thing scenario is going to apply. But it's going to be an upgrade. Okay? So you Edomites, you're not going to be no equal citizens and all that nonsense. You're going to be slaves in the kingdom of heaven. Give me Isaiah the 14th chapter, bro.
And the Lord Yahweh shall preserve David with it wherever he went.
That's it. And guess what? The Lord was with it. The Lord didn't rebuke David and said, oh, David, that's wicked. You can't have servants. Of course we're going to have servants, man. Okay? We're royalty. We got to have servants, man. All right? Yahweh Shai is going to have servants, man. Right? Okay? So all these other nations, those are going to be the servants. Starting with the Edomites. Bring it on
Psalms
up.
110 and 1. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou on my right hand, until I make thine enemies thy footstool. The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion, rule thou in the midst of thine enemies.
Yeah, well, exactly. Exactly. And guess what? He's going to give that same thing. Well, there's more on that actually. He even asked of me, ask thou of me, get me that. Ask of me too. Okay, Psalms 2. Right? So the same thing that the Lord is going to get, guess what? The elect is going to get. What you got? Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 2.
Well, hold on. Before you get it, let's get Psalms 2 first.
Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance,
Right.
and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Right. So guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. The Lord said we can. That's okay to ask for. Okay. That's okay to ask for. So guess what? We're gonna get that. All right. We're gonna get all of that. All right. You got to expand your mind to see what's getting ready to come, man.
That's right.
And then when you see those things, this little garbage that's going through in this society is not gonna mean anything, man. Because we know the future, man. That's right. All right. But Esau, what hope does Esau have? What hope do these other nations have? Okay? Except after the 1,000-year period, man. Go ahead.
Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Right. We're going to dash them to pieces. We're going to make sure that they're in subjection. It's very, very simple, man. It's not going to be a thing where they vote to see what laws they want to keep. No, they're going to have to make sure they get with the program, man. They're going to have to be obedient, man. The scripture says when they see me, they shall obey me, man.
That's right.
What does it mean to obey? Huh? What does it mean to obey? Okay, that means someone tell you to go get a rock, dig up a rock, you go dig up the rock. You don't say nothing, man. So that's what these heathens are going to do, man. Okay, starting with the Edomites. You got to keep mentioning the Edomites, man. All right? Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Right, so that's the elect. All right, so that's showing you how can the nations have power over the nations. No, it's the elect of the nation of Israel have the power over the nations.
That's right. That's
Right?
right.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Yep.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to
As
shivers.
the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers. Showing you we're not going to be nice with them, man. Okay? We're gonna be a very cruel with them, man. The scriptures say that he's going to set up a cruel Lord, man. So we're not going to be nice with these Edomites. They're going to have to get paid back, man. All right? There's something called retribution, man. There's something called justice, man. There's something called vengeance, man.
right.
Where the Lord is with all of that.
That's right.
Okay? He's with all of that. Okay? What you got?
Genesis 27 and 29.
Righteous people.
Let the people serve thee, and the nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over
So
thy
let the
brethren.
people serve thee and the nations bow down to thee. That's what they're going to do. They're going to serve us and they're going to bow down to us, man. That's all throughout the Bible, man. Okay? And this is the word of God, by the way, man. The word of the Most High. Go ahead, man.
Be Lord over thy brethren,
Yup.
and let thy mother's son bow down to thee.
Right.
Cursed be everyone that curseth thee.
So curse be any nation that curse us, man. All right? Or any peoples that curse us, man. Starting with the elect. Even in their mind. Even if they say something negative in their mind, the angel's watching them, man. Okay? The angel's watching them, man. And he's reading their mind. He sees what they're thinking, man. Okay? Go ahead, man.
And blessed be he that blesseth thee.
Blessed be he that blessed thee. Yeah, okay? That's it. Point blank, period. And none of these nations is blessing you for real. All right? Yeah. You don't just bless in word, you bless in deed, man. Go ahead. Bring it out.
This is Isaiah 2 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall
And the
flow.
mountain represents what? The government. Our government's going to be on top of every other government. Give me the statue, the last part. Okay? It's going to be on top of all of these other governments.
That's right.
No other government is going to have a say over, period. All right? They're just going to have to learn the right ways. That's it. We don't need to hear from Moab. We don't need to consult with Ammon, man.
Brother, that's the spirit.
Yeah? Go ahead, man. Jump in. I don't even know what the brother has.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 8. I've heard the reproach of Moab and the revilings of the children of Ammon,
Oh, boy.
whereby they have reproached my people and magnified themselves against their border. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah.
Right, Moab is the so-called Chinese, and Ammon is the so-called Japanese, man. They're completely in league with these Edomites, man.
Yeah, yeah.
When they come over here, they speak like an Edomite. You don't even know the difference, man. You don't see them. If you talk to them on the phone, you think that's an actual Edomite, man. All right? Yeah, hello, yeah, how you doing? All right? Because they completely assimilate. Well, that's why their place is all destroyed. That's why they're going through a lockdown, because they're following after the devil.
They love the devil.
They're following after the damn devil. And they're not too bright. They show you this place is backwards. That's a stupid nation. All right? They were telling them the whole time what they're going to do. Oh, we got this technology and this, and we're going to be able to deduct this from your card and directly from this and that. And Ammon's like, ooh. Because Ammon is not a smart nation, man. They just know how to copy, to write down notes and read books and copy the notes. That's all you're doing,
That's
sir.
true.
Go ahead, man.
Surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, even the breeding of nettles and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people.
First of all, hold on, let me say something. The reason why they look the way they look is because they were conceived through incest, man.
That's right.
Okay? And that's showing you the Bible is our breakdown is correct. That's the reason they look the way they look. Man. The Lord made them look that way. Man. Okay? And guess what? It's not impossible for someone to look good like with those kind of features as well. Okay? Because you got you got a bad Moabite, you got a bad Moabite. Okay? I'm showing you right now. Okay? But I'm saying this, that's how the Lord had to be conceived. So that's why their eyes go the way they go. Because when you look at a lot of them, especially you don't know the difference. You think it's the same. If you put them beside someone with the Down syndrome, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Okay?
The residue.
And to them, that's attractive. Though. To them, they might go, oh, it's cute, you know? That's more. What?
The residue of my people shall spoil them, and the remnant of my people shall possess them.
Right. Right, we're gonna possess them. We're gonna have them in subjection. So we're not gonna have to ask their opinion because our government under Yahweh Shai is gonna be above every other government. Go ahead, read
This
that.
is Daniel chapter 2 and verse 34. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together.
Right, which represents all those heathen rulerships. And we're in the last heathen rulership, which is at the toes, man. So that's right before this stone breaks that statue. And the Christians never addressed that. What time are we? What stone? What part of the statue is it? Okay? And who's in rulership? And what's going to happen to this rulership? They never addressed that, man. They're just so focused on us. and they're trying to nitpick things which they don't understand. Go ahead.
And became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them.
Right.
And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain,
Yep.
and filled the whole earth.
Right, so what does it mean it became a great mountain? It means that was the government, the top government on the earth. Go ahead.
Oh, that's it on that.
That's it. All right, Yahweh Shai is going to be at the head of that. Okay, so these heathen are just going to have to learn the right ways. Okay, and we're coming to that time. We're coming to the time where the Lord is going to take them to breaking this place down piece by piece. Give me that, the grinding shall cease. That's Ecclesiastes 12. Give me the grinding shall cease. The Lord is breaking this place down piece by piece up until the final destruction, man. Okay, there's nothing you can do, man. There's nothing you can do this thing. We would have healed Babylon. You can't heal Babylon, man. Babylon is in the state of Joe Biden, man. See how nobody, he's not coming back, man. He's 1 foot in the casket, 1 foot out on the earth, man. Okay? Every time he leaves the stage, he gets confused. Go ahead, man.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth,
Right.
while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right, so you're supposed to remember the Creator when you're in your youth. Okay, you're not supposed to just wait till you're older. Oh, now I'm going to serve the Lord. No, you're supposed to really do that in your youth.
right.
When you have, you have all the life ahead of you. You know. Go ahead.
While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened,
Right.
nor the clouds return after the rain.
Right.
In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves,
Yeah.
and the grinders shall cease.
The grinder shall cease. What does that represent? The workers. Work is going to cease. This is prophecy, man. And it's happening right now. In 2023, they said about 175,000 jobs are going to be lost per month.
That's right.
They're looking for about over 3 million, which is probably going to be more than that, man. Okay, so the Lord is breaking this place down, man. All right? And it's not just going to be in America, it's going to be worldwide, man. Yo, them people up there in Europe right now, they're freezing, man. Okay, they're cold as hell, man. All right? See what I'm saying? Got one guy was calling on a radio show crying, oh, I can't. Why don't you just pull yourself up by the bootstraps, man?
Right.
Huh? Why don't you stop being a damn victim? Go ahead, man. See, because these Edomites are a bunch of hypocrites, man. These Edomites are a bunch of goddamn hypocrites, man. Go
And the
ahead.
grinders shall cease, and the grinders cease because they are few.
Right.
And those that look out of
See,
them,
when it happens to them, they want to cry and kick and fight, right? They can't handle it, man. All right? But Jake been standing strong for the longest. And Jake's been being attacked by every side, man. They're women, all right? The Edomites, all right? The other nations. We've been attacked from every side, man. Constantly, man. Okay? But Jake, that to show you Jake is the strongest nation, especially the kingdom of Judah, but all the other tribes. All the tribes are super strong, man. All right? But the kingdom of Judah has been being attacked consistently, man.
Sure.
Go ahead, man.
because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Right. What does it mean looking out the windows be dark? The future of this place is nothing, man. It's dim. There's no future for this place, man. The future is more and more sorrow, man. 2023 is going to be a sorrowful year. It's not going to be a year of rejoicing. Okay? Inflation is going to increase.
That's right.
All right? Jobs are going to be lost. All right? Go ahead.
And the doors shall be shut in the streets
That's right.
when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Right, and all these big corporations are with the program. Okay, that's why Walmart talking about, oh, there's too much theft, so we're gonna close all these. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? They get too much all of a sudden, like if they just start to steal all of a sudden. No, that's stupid, man. That's stupid. Okay? Yeah, they got all these cameras, but it's not even about that. It's like, okay, that doesn't stop a big corporation like that from running. It's all a plan. That's why Amazon's doing the same thing. Okay, when their whole thing, their business went up exponentially after 2020, man. So what's their excuse? Right? It's an organized collapse, and the Most High is using these devils to do it, man. You're gonna find out the so-called white man, these Edomites are the devil that the Bible.
That's right.
You're gonna find out, man. And more truth is gonna come out too, man. Get me, which is thy sword, man. Give me that, Machiah. Read what you have. You've been reading something, right?
Yeah, so also when they shall be afraid of that which is also when they shall be afraid of that which is high. Also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire.
So the Lord's gonna multiply plagues, man. He's gonna multiply these plagues, man. He said, as in the days of Egypt, we gotta get that. As in the days of Egypt, man. Go ahead, read it. Keep going over it.
And desire shall fail, because man
And desire shall. So your dreams and aspirations will tell you now you're gonna fail. That's negativity. Yeah, it is negativity. All right, and the Lord prophesied negativity upon you, man. Okay, because what are you doing that's positive? Go ahead.
Because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets.
Right, the mourners go about the streets. Okay, that's it. All right, hey, we're gonna be out in the streets looking at these mourners too. They're gonna be mourning. Okay, give me Isaiah the 65th chapter, bro. Give me Isaiah the 65th chapter. These mourners, you're gonna see these people on the street. They're gonna look. Some people will be crying. All right, holding their head.
That's right.
They'll looking at the bank. The bank's not giving them their money.
That's right.
All right, it's shutting down. Oh, please, I got kids to feed. Right, the kids screaming. All right. Okay, it's gonna be all out chaos for these people, man.
This is Isaiah.
Hold that. It's like, go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Right, but the modern day Egypt is what? America. Go ahead.
But I will bring them with the mighty and the stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
So the Lord is gonna bring up those plagues from Egypt, but there's gonna be worse plagues, man. Okay, the Lord is gonna really do a work on this place, man.
That's right. That's
where
right.
the people are not gonna be able to deny it's a higher power, man.
That's right.
That's why the scriptures speak about them. They're gonna fear the highest, man. Okay, see, they're gonna fear him, man, because there's not gonna be an explanation for it. The scientists are gonna come. They're gonna try to lie.
Yeah.
All those things in the sky, they're just military operations.
Yeah. Liars. Yeah.
Okay? To try to calm down these people, and it's not going to work because they're going to see firsthand, right, that it's a supernatural power working, man. Go ahead, man.
Ecclesiasticus 36 and verse 3. Lift up thine hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power.
Woo.
As thou was sanctified in us before them,
Right.
so be thou magnified among them before us.
Because we already believed in the power of Yahweh Shem El Shai. These people didn't believe. Okay? They're going to learn, man. Okay? Go ahead. And it's not going to be for their good either. Go ahead.
And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
That's what we're waiting for, the Lord to show himself, man. So you can see what we are talking about, man. Go ahead.
Verse 6, show new signs and make other strange wonders.
Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
Glorify thine hand and thy right arm,
Yeah.
that they may set forth thy wondrous works.
Right.
Rise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy.
Right, and Lord willing, Abaratazah, he starts that 2023, man. Right. Lord willing, the Lord really starts to bring that on a high level in 2023, man. Right, the earth has changed since just last few years of drastic, but the Lord is gonna make it turn up the heat a lot more. Okay, But these people are going to learn what it is to suffer for real.
That's right.
All right, call y'all by y'all shout. All right, and you know it's funny that I just saw on my way here, right? When as soon as I hit the highway, I saw the birds, and little birds going there. I never seen birds do that like that. You know, in a circle like that, and it's going crazy. And there's a whole bunch of them, man. Something's getting ready to happen, man.
That's right.
Something's getting ready to happen, and the brothers have been seeing that all around too, man. Okay, so something's getting ready to happen, bro. Okay, and these people are not ready for it, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. Go ahead, man.
Going back to 2 Ezra 6, chapter 15, and verse 12, Egypt shall mourn,
Right.
and the foundation of it shall be smitten.
And what's Egypt? What's the modern day Egypt? America, where our people have been in captivity. All the tribes are there. Okay, go ahead.
And the foundation of it shall be smitten.
Although we were in captivity in other lands, of course, right? But that is the place where all the tribes are at, and that's the place that represents Egypt. You got the pyramid on the dollar bill, right? You got different obelisks in Washington, all right? You got that the Mississippi River that runs just like the Memphis River, okay? So it's a lot of equivalents to Egypt in America. And that was all spiritually created by the Heavenly Father to show you what that place is, man.
Right.
Matter of fact, give me Revelations 11 and 8. He set it up to be that way from the beginning. Okay? So that now, us being spiritual, breaking this down, we can see it. But the average person can't see it. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
It's not physically Sodom in Egypt, it's spiritually Sodom in Egypt. Why is it called Sodom? What's going on in America right now? They're telling you a 5-year-old could change his gender, all right? A man, a grown with muscles, right? Muscles and a beard, could walk into the girl's bathroom with a dress on. That's Sodom and Gomorrah. That's Sodom 2.0 right there, man. And you can't tell them nothing. All right? Okay? They got more flags than the United Nations for their orientations, man. This is that, and they're trying to spread that wickedness and evil around the earth.
That's right.
That's why Uganda said we're not worried about that right now. Okay, we got bigger problems. We don't care about that. Because how is that an issue, man? All these different things going on in the earth, and you're making that an issue? What someone wants to do in this freaky time? This is crazy, man. It's a sick place, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
Real quick, what's going on in Sodom? This is Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 26. Disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind.
Woo! Whoa, defiling of souls, changing of kinds. I don't gotta break that down, man. Okay? You see a chick, it look like a woman that got a hair, right? But then she got these big ass shoulders, or he has big ass shoulders. So okay, I'm not dealing with that. You hear the voice is deeper than Shaquat voice. All right? Go ahead, man.
Changing of kind.
Go ahead. Go ahead, man. And these jakes are so wicked. A lot of these jakes are so wicked. I'm still doing it, man. Oh, I didn't know. How you didn't know, man? How the Spirit didn't reveal to you that was a man, man? Go ahead, man.
Disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness.
And shameless uncleanliness, man. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon
The
it.
Lord is about to bring punishment upon this place, man. All right? And it's going to be some major punishment upon America, man. All right? But all these other places are going to get punished. Europe is getting smacked up right now, but it's about to increase. Wait till it gets to January, February. They're crying about now. It's like the beginning of December. Wait till it gets January, February, man. Okay? You might see people dead with snow sickles in their nose, man. Okay? That's what we're coming to, man. Because the Lord is bringing that judgment. And he's using his sword to do it, which is the so-called what man? The Edomite, the devil. Okay? He's using the devil to bring forth judgment. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
Yep, this is Psalms 17 and verse 13. And it reads, Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Wicked, which is thy sword. Right? So he's using that. What do you do with a sword? You wield it. You use it to fight, to kill, All right? And that's what the Lord is using this devil for, man. So they think it's their plans. No, it's the most, really the whole communist manifesto, all these different things is really the Most High's plans. Okay? They really, it's not going to fully be implemented, but he wants the beginning stages of that to be implemented for judgment.
Sweet.
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Who's the enemy? The Edomites. Okay, the so-called white man name, starting with the elites.
Right.
Okay, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the rest of these devils, these sick, evil devils, man. Okay, and the people that like them. Go ahead, man. But no, really, it's speaking about them, but I threw that out there. All you people are going to be washed and be destroyed along with them, man. Go ahead.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
Right. That's it, man. Meaning what? The Lord is going to protect the elect. The elect is going to be, there's going to be things where the Lord is going to show that he's with the elect. Okay? Regardless of what brothers' lots are at the end, the Lord is going to show that he's with brothers, man.
Sweet.
Okay? Give me Isaiah 65 real quick.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, and verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
And we're going to see that happen in the near future, because we're coming to a famine, man. It's about to be a famine out here in Montreal, in Canada, and, in America. All right? Soon they're going to go to the grocery store, they're not going to be able to get food like that.
That's right.
Okay? You're going to have to share one box of macaroni and cheese for a family of 5, man. You see what I'm saying to you? We're coming to that time, man. All right? Where men are going to be invading one another, man. Kicking down doors for food and different resources. We're coming to that time, man. So guess what? Your money's not going to deliver. Go ahead, man.
Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Whose servants? The servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Not the servants of Allah, Buddha, all right, or Jesus the Christ. That's not his name. That's a false god. Okay? His name is Yahweh Shai. His name was in the Hebrew because he was an Hebrew, man.
Sweet.
It's not that complicated, man. Go ahead.
Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
Right.
Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Yeah.
Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Right, you're going to howl for vexation of spirit. These people are going to be through out here. That's why I said you're going to see the mourners shall be out in the streets. These people are going to be howling, screaming, crying, wailing. All right, arguing. Okay? Oh, the domestic violence, that's going to increase. Okay? Arguing about the last piece of bread. Before you know it, is kung fu fighting. Yeah, that's what's going on, bro. That's what's getting ready. Well, didn't it increase during the 2020 thing? It increased. That's a make more space in those churches. Okay, for the women, man. Okay, because it was getting serious, man. But how much more when you get down to your last loaf of bread, man? Go ahead.
This is Psalms 37, beginning at verse 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
And he delighteth in his way.
Right.
Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down. For the Lord,
Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down. When you're starving to death, you're utterly cast down. You can't find food. Go ahead.
for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand.
That's right.
I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread.
Those that follow Yahweh and believe on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, they will not ever starve to death. They will never be begging bread. They will always be taken care of, man. And they're gonna see that in the times to come, man. See what we're doing. This is not a light thing. Okay, this is not a light thing, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
That's it. Okay, so it's better to die by a gunshot wound or anywhere else than to die by famine. Okay? That's so, yeah.
This is 2 Ezra 2 and verse 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have an abundance.
Right, we're going to be married and have an abundance, man. Okay? See? So it's not a thing where, oh, yo, the Lord's just going to give you enough just to fill your belly and then you kind of still hungry, but you can sleep. No. Hey, the Lord in that time, he might, I'm speaking as a man, he might just give you a whole thing, a box of pancakes, man. No witness servant. Right. See what I'm saying to you? Yeah. Yeah, the orange juice. Somehow it's freshly squeezed. Right?
That's
Go ahead.
right. That's right.
Go ahead. Okay. Is more than that? No. Go ahead.
This is Psalm 33, verse 18. Behold, the eye of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is upon them that fear him,
That's right.
upon them that hope in his mercy,
Yeah.
to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine.
Right, so he's gonna be he's watching what's happening to the elect. Right? His eyes are on the elect. Okay? See? But you see them other people, he's busy, you know what I'm saying? Right there, I'm busy right now. Man. He's busy out there with the brothers.
That's right.
Looking at the brothers, man. Okay? What?
Our soul waiteth for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He is our help and our shield.
Yep.
For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name.
Right, so he's our shield, man, because we trusted in his holy name, man. See, these other people, they don't even know the name of the Most High. Okay? They're calling on Jesus Christ, right? Jesus Christos, right? That's not the name of the Most High. That's not the name of the Son of the Most High. Okay? And God is just a title. They have proper names. Okay? And we have that. All right? Something else?
Verse 22, let thy mercy, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, be upon us, according as we hope in thee.
Right. That's it. But
This is Matthew.
they said scripture say that they that hope on the Lord shall not be ashamed. What?
This is Matthew 6 and verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for
Right,
your life,
that's right.
what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body
Salak, brother. Hold that for a second. Because there's something called the cloud of witnesses, right? So they're witnessing you coming out. If you're diligent, they're witnessing you coming out and doing the work, right? And they see you keep doing the work, right? So if they see you going through this, like, okay, what was the point of them doing the work?
That's right. That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you got other cats that's like they're barely seen, so they don't even have a great cloud of witnesses anyway.
It's true. It's true.
You see what I'm saying? But there's certain brothers been out there diligently, so everyone is seeing this. You understand? It becomes like a staple in that particular city. It becomes like a particular, like, you know, like you have a statue in the city, right? You're like, oh, you should go visit that statue. That's what it becomes like. Slaki, go ahead, bro. Read that from the top.
This is Matthew 6 and verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on.
Right.
Is not the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment? Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them.
Right, because all these birds, they get to eat, right? Right? They get to eat. The Lord always sets it up that way. He sets it up where someone drops something, the Spirit is on them to feed them. How much more the elect? How much more the chosen amongst of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? He's going to make sure we eat even when this place is going through a famine, man. Right?
That's right.
And the more you're in this truth, you can see the Lord is dealing with you on that level.
Right.
But you don't worry about those things, man. Always got an abundance, like, regardless, man. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact, bro. It could be a kind of a hard month or whatever. It doesn't matter. You're always gonna have an abundance. Not a time where it's like, oh, what am I gonna eat again? No, you're good. Rent's paid. Shit, shit is done. All right, one way or another, man. Go ahead, man.
Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them.
Right.
Are ye not much better than they?
All right. Speaking to the elect, not to everyone, not to all the men on the earth or all Israelites. No, just the ones that follow Yahweh.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai, man. And you can't follow no other guy and think you're following the true power, man. You got to follow the true power, man. And he has a name and he has characteristics.
Right.
Right? He has a people, they have characteristics.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What was it? Is it on that? What is it about?
John 12 and 28. Father, glorify thy name. Then there came a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again. Verse 31. Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out.
Right, the prince of this world, which is Esau Edom, man. Right, he's in the rulership position right now. And he's about to be taken out. Okay? They're about to be taken the hell out, man. Okay, and they're not going to rise up again. Okay? Let's go back to 2nd Ezra 15.
Second.
Go back to 10 or 11.
2nd Ezra 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before,
Nobody's going to walk with you. Go ahead.
and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn.
Right, meaning what? The farmers, they're going to mourn. They're mourning right now. Okay? And it's just, they're going to continue to mourn, man. Okay? Because these elites, they're trying to get control of the farming, period. Okay? The food supply, period. Because that's how you control people. Okay? That's what they're trying to do. You see what I'm saying? See, these people, all these people doing these videos, and W7, all these people doing these videos, they don't have hope. They don't know what to do, man. Their whole thing is to prep, and hopefully they can survive off of what they prep for a long enough time, man. That's their whole, they really don't have the answers because the Lord is not with you. The Lord ain't with you. You're not going to make it through this time.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
For their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell.
Right. Elijah didn't survive off of stocking up, okay, or having an abundance of money. He survived because the Lord had ravens feeding him every day, man.
That's right.
That's right.
And he planted him next to, he put him next to a river, man. Strategically, man. The Lord is doing things strategically to set it up where brothers is good, man.
That's right.
That's why sometimes you end up in a particular place, you don't know why you're in that place, man. Right? Like even me, I figured out after, when I got to the spot, I was trying to go to another place. I understood why the Lord put me in that place, man. And it made perfect sense. There's no other place that was better for me at this particular time. So it's going to be the same thing in that time, man. Because we serve Yahweh Shemashai. These people, they serve themselves. They serve their own belly. They do what's better for them.
Right.
And for their family, so to speak.
Yeah.
They don't care about the Most High. They don't care about the Heavenly Father nor His Son. Go ahead, man.
For their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell,
Right.
and with the fearful constellation. Woe to the world,
Woe to the world, meaning what? Destruction to the world, man. Go ahead.
and them that dwell therein.
Right.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right, with swords in their hands, man. Okay? So they're coming with swords in their hands, man. You see what I'm saying to you? Right? Go ahead.
But there shall be sedition among men.
And this edition right now, look at what happened. I just shared a video with you, brothers, about what was happening in Peru, man.
Yeah.
Burning down the buildings, gunshots everywhere. Sedition is all around the earth right now.
Same thing in
And it's
Haiti.
just going to increase.
That's right.
To the point where the police are not going to be able to deal with it. They have to bring in the military. Okay? They have to bring in the military, and these different high government officials, they can't come outside like that. They're going to have to hide themselves. All right? You saw what happened with Elon Musk and Dave Chappelle's show. He came out and they booed him right off the stage, man. They didn't show him no love. Oh, the richest man in the world, he's booed. I thought they were going to start shooting tomatoes and things at him, man. Because they know what he's about now. People have the internet, man. They know what's going on, man. Boy.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Right.
And the course of their
Who is
actions.
the kings or princes? The governors, the presidents, the prime ministers, right? The mayors. They're not going to regard those people. Matter of fact, they're going to be looking to find those people and put them to death. That's what they're going to be looking to do.
Right.
To make a public example of those people, man. Right? I'm talking about the first world country. That's why they have those bunkers set up. Right.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able.
So if it's crazy like on that level, of course they're not just going to be able to go from city to city. They're going to restrict the people. Right? They got to set it up so where the people are as a threat. Okay? That has to be contained, right? And the only way that you're not going to be considered a threat possibly is if you take that thing, right? I'm not talking about the thing that Lauryn Hill was talking about. I'm talking about that micro C hit, man. But they're going to offer it to all of you people, man. Every single one of you people are going to have to, you're going to have to take that. If you want to stay in the grid now, you're going to have to take that chip, okay? And you're not going to be able to buy or sell or have a job or nothing if you don't take that chip. We're coming to that time. And guess what? That chip is the mark of the beast. That's right.
That's right.
The mark of the beast spoken about in Revelation, the 13th chapter, man. And all of you been warned. You've heard it. So y'all, guess what? You're guilty regardless. All right? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Read.
This is the book of Revelation 13 and 16.
Yep.
And he calls it all.
Because it's all. Right? They have a term called what? Banking the unbanked. Why they try to bank the unbanked? Because they just love these people so much? No, they're trying to bank you to keep you on the grid. So they can put you on the grid so they can offer you that C hit. Go ahead, man.
Both small and great, rich and poor,
Right.
free and bond,
Right.
to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
What's the Neuralink about? What's Elon Musk, that devil? He's a devil. What's the Neuralink about? That's about putting a C hip in your brain. That's what he's looking to do. And he said he's starting the trials in the next few months. All these elites are in tangent, man. They're all working together. But then some of them are acting like they're against the system, which they're not against the system, bro. They're with the system. They were set up to do that.
That's right.
Okay? But these people can't see it because these people are stupid. That's why the elites call them useless eaters, man. They don't have enough common sense to see these things, man.
Goya.
That's why, right, Goya. that's why when we break it down to them, right? They don't, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Because they don't know. They don't read anything. They don't research. What they read is Harry Potter novels, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
And that no man might buy or sell.
No man might buy or sell. So it's tied to buying and selling. It's tied to the economics, man. It's tied to this grid. That's that chip, man. That's the mark of the beast, man. And if you don't take it, you're not going to be able to buy or sell or have a job. And if the Most High ain't with you, you're done. That's right. Go ahead, man.
Save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
That's it. So you're going to have to take it. And if you don't take it, right, then you're not going to be allowed to participate in society, man. That's what they're getting ready to do. All right? And all of these people are going to have to make that decision. That's right. Every single one of these people, man. So go ahead. They think life is a joke. A lot of these people think life is a joke. They think it's going to be floating through life. It's going to be the same forever.
Yeah.
No. The Most High is using these devils to bring up a halt, a screeching halt to life as you know it, man.
That's right.
Get Revelations 12 and 12. Man.
Right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short
And
time.
the devil is speaking about men, speaking about the elites. Okay? They're going to come down with great wrath. That's what they're setting up. All right? Great wrath against those that are against the system, those that will not comply with the system. That's what's getting ready to happen. Okay? You're going to have to take that chip. If you don't take that chip, you're going to be put to death. You're going to be locked in a concentration camp. You only got two options, man. Okay? And you might have an option to be off the grid for a bit, but like that Canadian, that Edomite Canadian banker said, Polos, he said, listen, yeah, they're gonna have a little underground thing for a while, but we're gonna blow it, we're gonna destroy that too. So they're already banking up, they already see what is getting ready to happen, right? All right? They know that when they do that, there's gonna be a lot of people that's not gonna be willing to take the chip, all right? So they're gonna be underground, right? Might deal with a barter system or whatever for a period of time. But they have plans to destroy that too. So really, it's going to come down to the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai being with you or not.
That's right.
That's what it all breaks down to, man. And if you're not serving Him, if you ain't doing what we're telling you to do, all right, because we're the prophets of the Lord, then guess what? You ain't got no hope, man. Salaki, go
This is
ahead.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Right?
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Because you kept the word of his patience, because you did what he's told you to do. He's going to keep you from that time. The hour of temptation, the hour of testing. That's all part of it. Okay, the famine, them forcing that upon you. Go ahead, man.
Which shall come upon all the world.
It's going to come upon all the earth, not just in America, not just in third world countries. It's really going to hit the first world countries worse.
Yeah.
It's really going to be worse here because third world countries, they're used to suffering on some level. Okay? And they don't have so much Edomites surrounding them. Okay? But these first world countries, all these Edomites run this thing, man. So they're going to go hard with their agenda. Go ahead.
To try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right. Exactly. All right? Let's get back to Revelation 13. We got that part again.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, the word karagma, which goes into something that's inserted. Okay? Karax is like a pail, and it looks just like the thing that they put to put the thing inside it.
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell.
So it's tied to what? Buying and selling. This ain't spiritual. This is a physical thing that they're getting ready to implement, man. First of all, these Edomites are carnal people.
That's right.
They're dealing with carnality, man. So they want to keep you on the grid to control you 100%. Everything that you do, everything that you buy, okay? Whether you're allowed to buy, what you're allowed to buy.
That's right.
That's
right.
what the CBDs, and the elder required Quan been speaking about that for years before they started speaking about that, man. We've been going into that, man. Go ahead, man.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So you're gonna have the mark in order to buy and sell. Point blank, period, man. Point blank. And then Moab's gonna take Moab. You don't have to break down nothing to Moab. Moab's gonna take it, man. Oh, cool. Because Moab is a stupid nation. I'm just gonna call it like it is. Go ahead, man. I mean, there's even certain Edomites that ain't with it, but them Edomites are gonna take it too, because Esau's wicked. He's just wicked. It's in his spirit to be wicked. That's why he started in Sweden. So a bunch of them Swedish people got it already. You don't have to convince Esau to do it. You can tell Mr. Mark of the Beast don't laugh. yeah, that's why he got it.
That's true.
Because Esau's a devil. He's the spirit of the Most High doesn't dwell with Esau, man. Okay? But you know Jake is going to be a major resistance too. Okay? Go ahead. But I got to say this too. There's a lot of Edomites that's not going to take it because they don't want to be controlled.
Boy, this is Ezekiel 21 and verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, see, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
Right, the sword is being sharpened, the destruction is being prepared. Death is being prepared for you people, man. And you think this thing is a joke. You think this is going to continue like this forever, man. No, this ain't going to continue like this forever, man.
That's right.
The Lord is getting ready to bring an end to this fun and folly. Oh, they shall not drink wine with a salt. Keep going on what you're doing, brother.
God. Verse 10, it is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
Right.
Shall we then make mirth?
Is it time to make mirth? Is it time to have an Israelite party? Huh? Or to make a music video, man? No, we're not in that time. We're in the time of teaching the prophecies for the destruction of this place, man. Go ahead.
And condemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished, and also that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Right, which is the Edomite. The Edomite, the Lord is using this devil, like we keep saying, to what? To bring in this destruction, to bring in this judgment. Okay? Boy, bro, you got that? You got it?
Isaiah 24 and 9. So like I'll start at 8. The mirth of the tabret ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoiceth ended.
Right.
The joy of the harp ceaseth.
Right, they're not gonna be out in the street partying, drunk girls, bumping all over each other. That's coming to an end. All that time of mirth is coming to an end. All right, go ahead.
They shall not drink wine with a song.
Right. So when you drink wine, you're trying to have fun, right? You drink, you drink liquor, you're trying to have fun, right? Really, if you're drinking liquor and just to sit there and be mad, then you're in a dark place, man. Okay? You see, but there's people that do that. You know, they sit in the room, the doors closed, the lights is on, lights is off. You know. Yeah, that's someone that said, "Let's get ready to, you know, who knows, man.
Depression.
Keep the gun away from you. Keep the ropes away from you. All right? Go ahead, man.
Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yes.
The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
Right. It's gonna be very dark. It's gonna be very dim, man. All right. And these people are not gonna be in a happy spirit. Not gonna be jovial. They're not gonna be cracking jokes. You know. They're gonna be very sorrowful, man.
right.
They're gonna be mourning. Give me that scripture where it speaks about teach thy daughters lamentation. Yeah. Okay.
I got something.
What? Oh, it's a little bit more. What?
There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the
And
land
that
is
wine is
gone.
dealing with this knowledge.
That's right.
They're going to want to understand the truth. They're going to want to get the truth. But at that time, we're not going to explain anything to them. We're going to tell you, get away from me, man. I don't have nothing to say to you, man. I don't have anything to say to you. No, Briggs, I heard you were in the scripture. No, you weren't in the scriptures. I was in the you weren't in the scriptures. Bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay? So go do what you go. Seek your gods. See, the Spirit's going to be on us. Go seek the gods
Yeah.
which you were serving before. Man.
That's right.
No, but I want to learn now. I was always really interested. If you're so interested, why weren't you serving the Lord, man?
That's right. That's
The
right.
scriptures say, seek the Lord while he may be found, man.
That's right.
No, but yo, I stopped eating pork. And why you don't have a beard on your face, man? Okay, so we're coming to the time of questioning people, of rejecting people, and just the Spirit just being on us to not even speak to people, man.
That's right. That's right.
Just ignore them. Okay. You done with that?
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Sirach 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord,
Yep.
and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah, you're gonna perish suddenly, but it's not gonna be sudden for us. This day shall not overtake you. It's not gonna be sudden because we're constantly watching what's going on. We're watching the prophecies, we're seeing what's going on, and we're bringing it out. It's the people that's the average person that doesn't see what's going on.
That's right.
Okay? And they don't understand how to tie it to prophecy either. Even the ones that see certain things, they can't tie it to the prophecies. Go ahead, read Amos 8 and 11.
God, this is Amos 8 and verse 11.
Yup.
Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water.
Right, so there is going to be a real famine, right, of bread and water, but this is not the famine that it's speaking about. Go ahead.
But of hearing the words of the Lord.
They're not going to see brothers out here in the streets of preaching and prophesying. Okay, and they're not going to have access to those videos on the internet. All of that Esau's putting an end to. All of that Esau wants to put a stop to.
That's right.
That's what the whole yay thing is about. That guy is fishy as hell. He's bugged out. It's weird. The Lord just used him to say certain things.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
Right. They're gonna want answers. That's why I said there's gonna be a crying for wine in the street. Right? The understanding, the breakdown. Well,
This is Zephaniah 1 and verse 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
Well, read that again.
This is Zephaniah 1 and verse 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord.
Right, they're gonna walk this blind, meaning what? They're not gonna know what to do next. They're gonna be in darkness. They're not gonna have any answers, man. Go ahead.
And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
Right, and they're not gonna be looking for they're not gonna be looking for John to break it down to them. Let's see what Ja Rule has to say about it. All right, they're not gonna be looking for those type of people to break it down. Go ahead. Go ahead. I know what you people Ja Rule in a time like this.
T.I.
Go ahead.
This is First
Oh,
Thessalonians.
That guy's everywhere. Always trying to break down shit.
First Thessalonians 5 and 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness.
We're not in darkness.
That's right.
Okay? It's going to be sudden to them, but it's not going to be sudden to us because we see exactly what's going on. Go ahead.
That day should overtake you as a thief.
Right. That they should overtake you as a thief. All right? So a thief is not coming when he's not announcing himself. Okay? So he's just going to come when you're not ready for it. Right? So we're ready for it because we're constantly watching. The scripture says watch as well as pray. So we're constantly watching what's going on. That's how we're able to tie it to the scriptures. Go ahead. Let's sit on that. Okay, perfect. Bring that up.
This is Jeremiah 9 and verse 20. Yet hear the word of the Lord, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and every one her neighbor lamentation.
Right, because that's what's coming. Wailing and lamentation. Sorrow is coming to this earth, man. 2023 is going to be a big year, man. Okay? Inflation is going to increase. All right? There's going to be a lot of jobs lost. A lot of people you see got jobs, good jobs, they're going to be laid off, man.
That's right.
All right? So you know they're going to set up things to mess up these businesses too.
That's right.
Okay? So this is the time we're coming to, man. A time of mourning and famine and destruction. So what are these Christians talking about, man? Huh?
Yeah.
They're not helping the people. They're not breaking down the prophecies to the people, man. The Hebrew Israelites are breaking down the prophecies, man.
right.
We're showing the people what's up. Because the Most High is dealing with us, man. He's
right.
not dealing with these Christians that don't know the Bible. Go ahead. Let's look at more. Go ahead.
Verse 21, for death is coming to our windows, and is entered into our palaces.
Well, hold on. Is it not entered into the windows now? Look how much celebrities dropped dead 2022. I wonder what that was about. Huh? All these celebrities dropped. This guy dropped dead. Oh, this guy, he just dropped it dead on screen. Like if that's normal. Was that normal? When you go back 25 years ago, was that normal? A guy just talking on the screen. All kind of people just just drop it dead on the screen. And no one is, I wonder if this could be tied to because the pandemic is supposed to be over. So what are they dropping dead from? This is ridiculous, man. And these zombies just go about their life like nothing's happening, man. They don't question it. Right? Yo, I'm telling you, bro, this was never normal. There's no time when I was watching TV and a guy just dropped dead on the TV. That never even happened once. I never remember a guy dropping dead on the TV ever. But now every 2 seconds there's somebody dropping dead on the TV. And no one is wondering and putting the pieces. A lot of these people, I'll say, is not putting the pieces together. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a
Now,
voice.
the pair of balances represents judgment. Okay? The reason why that's coming is for judgment purposes.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny.
Now, a penny, we always break it down. That goes back to the Roman denarius, which represented a day's wages. So a day's wage is only going to buy them a little measure of wheat, or a little measure, like basically a meal for the day, one meal for the whole day that can barely sustain a man. Okay? That's what's getting ready to come. Because of what? Inflation. Go ahead.
And see, thou heard not the oil and the wine.
Right, which represents the wisdom and knowledge. And people are going to be seeking that oil and the wine, and they're not going to be able to get to the oil and the wine. It speaks about the 5 that were wise, 5 that were foolish, man. They're going to be looking for that oil, boy. Okay? A lot of you IUIC members, GOCC members, which are completely out of the way. They're completely gone. That woman that was watching that saw the chariot, but I got mad because I'm like, oh, this chick is like, she don't know that. I don't know if those are the good guys or the bad guys. Like, she's really picturing an alien coming out with her. Bro, that's because of poor leadership and not teaching the people correctly. Go ahead, man.
Verse 7. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
Right.
And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword and with
So
hunger.
that's coming after the black horse. It's death. All right. So when you see this thing getting, or people really can't afford, they really can't. I mean, they really can't afford food for real. Like they're gotta really share a mac. Like people that you thought was like middle class or whatever, or around there, you know, they gotta share a macaroni cheese box for the whole family. That's when you know, man. You know that death is right around the corner. Man. Go ahead, man.
And power was given up to them over the fourth part of the earth.
And death is already here. Death already is creeping in through the windows, but it's going to increase on a higher level.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. Like you might be the last. You might be 3 people left in your whole entire family. Go ahead, man.
To kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth.
That's it. Go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Right, they're not going to be mindful of the score. Even all these plagues coming upon these people, they're still not considering Yahweh Shai. It's ridiculous, man. Okay, they're still not considering. They're still going about their day hoping for the best. Yo, they're going to get a very, very rude awakening, man. What?
Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they should think themselves to be in good case.
Right.
And even
victuals,
death.
I believe, is food. I believe. Right? It's gonna. Now it's that we're at that time now. They think it's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not so crazy now that you can't buy some chicken and some beef. But it's gonna be a time where it's gonna be like, wow. To get that, it's gonna be like a luxury, man. You know, when they eat that, when they eat a hamburger, it's gonna be like eating not to be compared, man. You know, like a $15,000 meal, man. That's how serious it's about to get. Go ahead.
That they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
The sword is going to destroy, or the famine is going to destroy, or what? The beast to tear, so on and so forth. The Lord is going to create pure chaos in this place. All right? Go ahead.
And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down.
Right. The city is going to be the worst place to be when this thing goes down for real.
That's right.
Okay? That's going to be the worst place for these people. Okay? Got this. Oh, yeah. Get that. But read that.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Right, because the iniquity is abounding in the earth, the love of many is going to wax cold. Man.
That's right.
All right, and it's waxing cold now, but it's going to go. When you go into that word cold, it means cycle, man. Right? As Gerald Salente said, he said what? He said, when people lose it all, they lose it. When they have nothing to lose, rather, they lose it. Okay? And if you don't have no food in the fridge, you're not going to be all, let me just be a good citizen. You know? I mean, just keep the order. You just sit down there. No, there are people are gonna go crazy, man. Okay.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 24.
The man that was tender, delicate amongst you, his eyes should be evil towards his brother, man. That comes from that hardship, man. Go ahead.
At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Right.
And the earth shall stand in great fear with those that dwell therein.
That's it. Yeah, they're gonna fight like enemies, man. All right. You look at it. You're gonna hear a lot of people killing. Oh, kill this guy. Kill that. Okay. Death is just gonna be a normal thing.
That's right.
What you got?
2 Peter 3 and 11. Seeing then that all things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
All holy conversation and godliness. We're supposed to be a particular person because all this thing is going to be dissolved. Okay, but ultimately, we're not even really dealing with that. We're dealing with the fact that this society is going to be broken down.
That's right.
That's what it's about. It's about the society being broken down. Read that shit.
This is Ezekiel 7 and verse 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Famine and pestilence shall devour them, man. Right? Read that again.
Ezekiel 7 and verse 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword.
Right. It's you already know how it goes in America, man. Them hunted Edomites and Edomites that like to practice with the strap. They're in the field. They're in the wilderness, so to speak. All right, but you got a bunch of them. You got Canadians out here. They hunt too.
Yeah.
You got Justin Trudeau's trying to put an end to that. Those rifles already. Okay. What you got something to say? Go ahead.
And he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Right, he that is in the city. City's the worst place. Pestilence and famine. Okay, so you got a better chance in the field. But if the Lord is not with you, it doesn't matter where you go. Okay? Go to the field and die from a mountain lion. You're worried, you're dodging, you're thinking about these people have guns and a mountain lion just jump on you. See what I'm saying? The Lord said it's going to be as if you're leaning your hand here, and the destruction is going to be on every side, man.
This is Ezekiel 5 and verse 10. Therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of people, and the sons.
And how serious does it have to be for it to get like that? Right? That means there's really no food around, period. Okay? Because when they start to say that there's a major shortage in the store, what do you think is going to happen? These people are going to raid the stores. They're going to bust the stores up, and the next day there's not going to be anything in there. The next day ain't going to be not one Fruit Loop in that thing, man. And the ones that are fighting for that food at that time, some of them could be being put to death right here in the store.
That's right. That's right.
Okay? They think, man, you got kids to feed, he only got 3 fruit boxes, and he sees you with a box. And you might just take them and say, where's the shelves? You know, I'm going to Walmart, where's the shovel section, man? You know, get the shovel, lick it up. You understand what I'm saying? This is the time we're coming to, man. Okay? Or the pickaxe, or the damn hammers. Where's the hammers at?
So like if I may add too, that's what they did in the pandemic with the toilet papers.
Yep.
You know, when they heard there was a shortage,
Use the word
went in-
endemic. Use the word endemic.
It's not like the pandemic. You know, everybody went and panic buying, man.
Yep.
You went to the toilet paper section. There was nothing there.
Yeah, right. Because these people, they listen to what the TV tells them to do, and they move based on that. So how much more if they say about food? How much more if they say there's a shortage of food now?
That's right.
These people, the next day there's not going to be anything in there, man.
That's right.
You see? So that famine is just going to be sped up on a higher level. Okay? And this is what the Most High is orchestrating through these elites on the left-hand side. Ooh, the Lord? It's the truth. It's just the truth. Just the truth. Because they, it does matter. Because yes, it does. Because they pay him like that, and that's false. That's a lie. The Bible tells you how he looks. That's the point. That's the point. Get me no truths of the lie. Okay, well that's good. That's okay. Okay. But the whole point is what did he say? He said, those that believe on me as what? As the Bible has said. Okay, so you have to believe him as the Bible speaks about him. In everything. Why is it written here? Read it.
This is 1 John 2.
Read it. We're going to read it to you. You believe in the Bible or you don't believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible or no? Okay, so why do you care? Go ahead. How you believe in Jesus when it's in the Bible?
This is 1 John 2 and verse 21.
Man, write everything. Go ahead. Read. Just read.
This is 1 John 2 and verse 21. I have not written unto you because ye know not the truth,
Right.
but because ye know it, and that no lie is of the truth.
No lie is of the truth. Everything you have to say the truth. I don't care if it hurts their feelings. It's the truth. That's it. Go ahead.
This is John 4:24. The Most High is the Spirit.
Because when it was painted as a white guy, they didn't say anything.
Yeah.
No one said that's not the right image. And they were pushing that for the purpose of what? White supremacy. That's
right.
And no one said nothing. But when we paint him up as a Negro, why does it matter? because you guys have a problem with that. So go ahead.
And they that worship him must worship
That's why
him
he said
in
so.
spirit
Go ahead.
and in truth.
You have to worship him in spirit and in truth. Okay? He has an image. His image is a so-called black man with white woolly hair. So
Right.
it describes him. Read Revelations 1.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1,
Okay.
and
You're
verse
gonna see it come to pass.
13.
You're gonna
And
see
in
it
the
when it comes
midst
back.
of the 7 candlesticks,
Okay.
one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the
One
foot.
like the Son of Man. This is speaking about the Lord. He has a garment down to the foot. Look how we drew him. Look at the two images and tell me what looks more like the Lord. All right, bring that one up too, bro. Actually, hold on. You know what I got?
Clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girded about the paps with the golden
A
girdle.
golden girdle around the paps. This is the golden girdle around the paps.
His
all right?
head and his hairs were white like wool.
He had white woolly hair. His hair is brown or blonde. That's not white. This is white and it looks like wool. Because the Bible tells you. That's why I care. If you don't believe in the Bible, then it doesn't matter to you.
As
But you're
you
going
wa-
to see. You're going to die because of that.
That's
the
right.
Lord's going to kill you. Man.
That's right.
All
As
go
white
ahead.
as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire,
His eyes were as a flame of fire, man.
and
Go
his
ahead.
feet like unto fine
His
brass,
feet was like fine brass. What color is brass? It's brown. Okay? Go ahead.
as if they burned in the furnace.
As if it burned in the furnace. So he was a dark-skinned man with white woolly hair, a so-called blackness. Man. So what's so hard about that to understand? Man? It's simple, man. Okay? The reason they got a problem with it is because that Edomite supremacy was pushed in their damn brains.
That's
man.
right.
Around all these nations. That's why these nations bleach their skin and all that shit.
That's right.
Okay?
I mean, I
Oh,
too.
hold on. You got those anime. Oh, what? Say, you got them animes. They all look like white people. Well, what's about? Why don't you make them look like you? You see that? That's called white supremacy, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, man. What
You
you got?
mentioned that he believed in Jesus, right? But
Yep.
if you say that name Jesus, what comes into his head? A
White,
man.
that's exactly.
You know what I mean?
That image.
That image.
Well, why did he
That's what I'm
know
saying.
identify that as Jesus in the first place? Because that's what he believes. That's what he believes.
That's right.
You see? But then he's so bugged out, he doesn't believe in the Bible. Where did you learn about Jesus?
Yeah,
You know, it's just stupid. It's just these people are confused, man.
This is Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
Right, just because he doesn't believe in the Bible, is that going to make the prophecies not come to pass, man? No, the prophecies are still coming to pass, and they're going to
forbid.
continue to come to pass, man. Whether they like it or believe it or not. Go ahead.
God forbid, yea, let God be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sins, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Right, right. So either way, this is going to come. We don't care who believes or who doesn't believe. It doesn't make a difference to us. We know the majority doesn't believe because the scriptures tell you the majority are not going to believe. But the scripture says what? Let not what? Their incredulity trouble you.
That's right.
What's the incredulity mean? It means their unbelief, man.
That's right.
That don't matter to us, man. No, I don't believe that. Okay, you could believe in the Tooth Fairy. You could believe in Santa Claus. You could believe in the Easter Bunny. It doesn't mean anything to me. Okay? Because why? At the end of the day, these prophecies are true.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
This is 2 Peter 1. I'm going to start at 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place,
This is a sure word of prophecy. Go ahead.
until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts, knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scriptures is of any private interpretation.
Right.
For no prophecy, for the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy men of the Most High spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit.
Right. Holy men put this book together that was moved by the Holy Spirit. All right, to write what they wrote. And that's why the things that they wrote came to pass, man. Okay? That's it. It's as simple as that, man. Okay? When what's his name? Alexander the Greek came to the priest, he had a dream about the priest, and the priest showed him in the prophecy who he was.
That's right.
That's why he was kind of cool with Israel. You see that? So it doesn't matter what if his general said, I don't believe that. It happened. He was the rough goat. He took down all them different nations, right?
That's right.
So we don't give a damn what you people. What do you believe in?
Right.
They don't believe. What they believe in makes no damn sense. All right, juice. Yeah, they believe in the juice.
Yeah.
They're still wearing the mask now. You know, we don't care. These people are on a low level, man. To be real with you, man. Because when you ask them, they don't know anything, man. That's why they'll never come up and talk. They'll just talk beside, you know.
Yeah.
Because they'll never come up because they can't deal with us with the scriptures, man. Or intellectuals, man. Go ahead, man. Read. Read.
John 7 and 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said,
He that believeth on me as what the scripture have said. So you have to believe on the Lord as the scriptures tell you to believe on him, man. And what does it tell you about his description? He was a so-called black man, all right, with white woolly hair. It's the same
That's right.
description for the Heavenly Father, man.
That's right.
Okay? It didn't come down looking pale and you know, with blonde hair. The scriptures tell you that that's a curse. The Bible tells you that's a curse. Why the hell would he send his son down with a curse?
That's right.
Huh? Why would he send his son down with a curse, man? No, his son came with that royal look.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
John 3 and 18. He that believeth on him
Yep.
is not condemned.
Right.
But he that believeth not is condemned already.
Right.
Because he had not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High.
Right. Go ahead. That's it.
Good, listen.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate.
None of these prophecies are going to fail. None of them have failed thus yet, and none of them are going to fail, man. Everything. First of all, the whole market that's coming to pass right now.
Yep.
They're getting ready to. They set up the system for it already.
That's right.
The CBDC. That's all tied to the mark of the beast.
That's right.
That's all tied to that. And that's been written thousands of years prior. That's showing you this book is a spiritual book.
That's right.
And they can't stop it because it's all biblical prophecy. They are tied, these Edomites are tied to doing what the Bible, what the Lord wrote in the scriptures for them to do.
That's it.
Okay? They're not going to stop and say, no, we're going to stop the program and the CBDC. No, because that's all part of their plans. And they have to do that to bring in what they want to do ultimately. Which Aaron Russo said that. He said that that was the end goal, man. To get everyone to see him. See, they're going to offer these people to see him, man. Okay? They're going to tell them, listen, you got to take this if you want to buy and sell, if you want to be part of the grid. And the ones that don't comply, guess what? They're going to be locked in camps.
That's right.
All right? And some of them are going to be put to death. Go ahead.
It says, none shall want her mate,
Right.
for my mouth hath commanded.
Well, China already accepted that, man. That was, you know what that was? And it wasn't the Chinese that came up with that idea. It was the English. It was the English that really gave them that whole communist shit. Because that is a testing ground for what they want to do worldwide.
That's right.
What did Klaus Schwab just say recently? He said that China is a great example. Why is it a great example? Because that's what they want to do worldwide.
That's right.
As simple as that, man. That whole social credit system. Okay? You do something, you know, they'll block you from taking the metro, right? If you do something wrong, they'll block you from taking the metro, this and that. Right? You can only buy a certain amount of this and that. That's a system that they're getting ready to implement all around the world. Now, right? But it's all this whole time they've been demonizing that system. Right? But through Mao Zedong, they set up that whole communist system.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
It says, none shall want her mate,
Yup.
for my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them.
Right, his spirit have gathered it. The spirit of the Lord gathered us together to bring this truth out, man. And that's how we can break it down. You got people who went to theologian school, they don't know anything about the Bible. Because you can't learn the scriptures based on going to theologian school, man. You got to learn it by the spirit of the Lord waking you up. That's it.
That's right.
The spirit of the Lord has to be working with you, man. This is a spiritual book, man. You can't read it like a Harry Potter novel and get understanding. That's something else?
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth,
Right.
but for the truth.
Right. That's it. Go ahead.
Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word that be, exactly. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Yep.
It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please.
Right.
And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
That's it. The word of the Lord is always going to do what it's set out to do. All right? Got something? No? Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter
What number
8
is that?
and verse 4. Where the word of a king is, there is power. And who may say unto him, what doest thou?
Right. Right. Well, the king can do what he wants, but read that again. Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 4. Where the word of a king is, there is power. And who may who may say unto him, what doest thou?
Right? Right, go ahead, bring that up.
This is Job 9, and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Now the wicked is who? The Edomites. When you read Malachi 1 and 4, it tells you the wicked is the Edomites. What is the wicked trying to do? They're trying to play God on the earth. Right? That's what they're trying to do. That's why they're speaking about downloading someone's consciousness into a damn device, okay, to put it in a robot. This is what they're speaking about. This is what their plans are for the future, right? What else are they talking about? Oh, they have the incubators, right, for the babies, right? An actual digital incubator to grow babies in, so to speak. That's complete madness. But this is what this devil is all about. He's about trying to be God on the earth.
That's right.
When he's nothing but a man. Okay, get me the 2 Thessalonians real quick, bro. Give me Isaiah 14. All right, well, read that again.
The earth is given into the
And
hand
that's what the whole mark of the beast is all about anyway. It's about him being a God and controlling everything.
That's right. That's
Right? So we can say what you can do, we can know what you're thinking, know this and that. Because, oh, that's another thing Schwab said. He said, oh, what if we all had the brain thing, right? We would know how to analyze your thoughts and this and that, how you feel about this. This is what Esau's trying to do. This man is a madman. He's a mad scientist, man. Salaki, go ahead, man.
the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Yes.
If not, where and who is he?
And that's the thing that we were trying to show this guy is about the faces of the judges that have been covered up. The main judge being the Lord. They paint him as a so-called white guy. All right? Go ahead.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped.
One verse.
Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first,
Yeah.
and that men of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
That's speaking about a people. That's speaking about the nation of Edom. Go ahead.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God,
They're exalted himself above all that is called God. Go ahead.
or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Right, because that's what this whole thing is about. It's about him being worshipped as God.
That's right.
Okay? That it's about what he gave to the earth. You know? But he's the reason why you got this and that. This is the mindset of these Edomites. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Right, and Lucifer is not speaking about the spiritual demon Satan, it's speaking about the elites.
That's right.
Okay? That just means light bearer. Okay? It's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. Go ahead.
How art thou cut down to the ground,
Right.
which didst weaken the nations?
How did they weaken the nations? Economic hitmen, right? Going and forcing them to take loans, because that's what they do around these different nations. They force them to take loans, and if they don't take the loan, they'll demonize the leader and set up one of those terrorist groups in there, man.
That's right. That's right.
Because listen, Al Qaeda and all that, who are they funded by, man? CIA, man. Esau, Edom, the devil. Okay? So that's how these Edomites work around the world. They don't just do that one place, they do it all around the earth. That's why you got these nations with so much natural resources, but they're not benefiting from their natural resources.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead, man.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Right.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also.
Salakia.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Right. Above the stars of the Most High, right? That goes in also going into outer space, but also dealing with the Israelites too. Go ahead.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Yep.
I will be like the Most High.
I will be like the Most High, because the scripture said in Obadiah, when they start to go into outer space, that's when he's going to start bringing their kingdom. Right, going into the time of what? Around 1969. Okay, which you had what? Elder Albert Bivens and the truth was started to be promoted around the earth. Go ahead.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look
Right.
upon thee, and consider
Oh,
the
get me woe to thou, O Asia, man. Give me that, man. Go ahead, read.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble,
Right.
that did shake kingdoms?
Right, is this the man? Is this the Edomite that made the earth? Is this the guy who made the earth to tremble? How did he make the earth to tremble? Through his military power. Okay? When he dropped those bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, showing you how much he gives a damn about you so-called Asians, man.
Sure.
All right, he dropped them bombs on your ass, man. And he didn't care if there were women and children. He didn't give a damn about that. But you're the main one kissing his ass, man. You come over here, you can't even tell the difference. If you speak to them on the phone, you don't know if it's a white guy, right? Oh, hi, it's me. You know, so who's this guy, right? Because they kiss his ass the most, damn near more than any other nation, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Go ahead, man.
That made the world
And
that's
they're another enemy, man. They're another top enemy, man. Go ahead, man.
verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness.
And you let your women go and lay down with this devil, man. All your women is going with the devil. You don't have a problem with that? You should be ashamed of yourself, man. Go ahead, man.
And destroyed the cities thereof.
All of their women is yo, when you ask the woman who you prefer, oh, wait that. Yo, you should be fucking mad. Go ahead, man.
That made the world as a wilderness and
Yeah.
destroyed the cities thereof. That opened out the house of his prisoners.
Yep.
All
Well, open out the house of his prisoners. Look at America. That's an excessive imprisonment. And that was all a plot. Okay? That was all a plot to keep you jakes in the prison system, man. And really that puts you back in slavery. Go ahead. Go watch the documentary, The 13th Amendment. Go ahead, man.
Verse 18, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory,
Yep.
everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch.
Yeah, that's dealing with these Edomites. 'Cause all these other nations, they're gonna get to live and enjoy the kingdom eventually, okay, and the righteous rulership. But these Edomites, they're gonna be done away with, man.
That's right.
Obadiah 1:18 says they're gonna be exterminated, man. Because there's not gonna be any need for the wicked on the earth anymore. We're gonna teach these nations how to live righteously, man. Okay, how to truly live righteously under Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and they're gonna enjoy it. Okay, because they're not gonna be robbed, they're not gonna be sick like that. Okay, they're gonna be living long lives, they're gonna be able to run their kingdom on a certain level. Okay, not gonna suck their natural resources out of them. Okay, they gotta give tribute, but that's about it. Go ahead, keep going. All right, go ahead, read.
But thou art
But
cast
Esau, what does he do? He sucks the nations dry, man.
That's right. That's right.
He sucks them dry, bro. Go ahead, man.
But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain.
But that's it. Cut that off. Read that. That axe one.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia.
Right. What's Babylon? What's modern day Babylon? America. Okay. Asia is where Asia's at, man. Moab and Ammon. Okay. You even got Elam over there too. Okay. Go ahead.
Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Yep.
Gird up yourselves with clothes of sand.
Asia, that I'm gonna partaker with her. Oh, that's what I want, bro. All right. That's going into all these other nations, but let's deal specifically with Asia, man. Okay. The Lord prophesied about what was happening now too, because they're completely with the system what Esau's pushing forth. Read
This
it.
is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 46. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon.
Right, they're partakers with what these elites are trying to do, these Edomites are trying to do.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
And are the glory of her person.
Right, that's why all that technology, really Moab is beat Esau. China and Asia and Japan, they beat these Edomites on this side when it comes to technology, right? And the way they have their system set up. But that was a testing ground for what Esau wanted to accomplish worldwide. You see the whole thing with that Huawei, the Huawei, they were hating on that phone technology. Them Edomites, they demonized the people. They said, yeah, this and that. I think they have a spy or what? It said something like that. I think, they arrested the daughter of the owner, I believe, because they were hating on that. Okay? But at the end of the day, them and the Moabites, they're going to be taken out of power too, man. All of them, they're going to be taken out together, man. Go ahead, man.
Woe be unto thee, thou wretch,
Right.
because thou hast made thyself like unto her.
They made themselves just like these Edomites, man. You got Jake, they go play basketball over there, right? Right? And the Moabites, they can't even speak English. Nigga. Right? It's crazy, bro. And the way you look, you shouldn't even say shit. Okay? Go ahead, man. The way you fuck, yo, you look like a damn Down syndrome baby and you're talking, man. Like, nigga, yo, listen, man. We're like gods on the earth, man. What the hell you talking about, man? Go ahead, man.
And as deck thy daughters in whoredom.
Listen, man. Jake be jumping from the free throw line, man. Okay? Jake invented all these things, man. To begin with. For the most, they invented all these. It says Jacob is the form of all things. All things. Okay? So to tell you what you Edomites are good at innovating weapons. That's about it. Go ahead.
And as deck thy daughters in whoredom.
Right.
That they might please and glory in thy lovers.
Right. You go to Thailand and see what's going on there. I come inside massage. Okay? Yeah, they're based upon a whoredom, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee.
Yeah.
That has
You Moabites should be fucking ashamed, man. You say this right now, man. All them Edomites taking your woman, bro. You don't feel no way? You don't feel emasculated? Huh? Hey, you don't have no problem with it. You would gladly give your daughters to the Edomites. Right? Go ahead.
thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions.
And don't talk about us because we shun anyone that we don't even count them as our women. When they go deal with Esau, we count them as a sister. That ain't no sin. That's the devil. Right? Go ahead.
Therefore said the Most High, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine.
Poverty and famine, man. Okay, that's what's getting ready to come up. That's already happening. Listen, man, they're locked up. They can't leave their homes. Okay? And it's going to increase. It's going to get worse. And they're barely eating. So the famine is going to increase there too. Okay? Go ahead.
Sword and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death.
Right.
And
That's it, man. That's it, bro. Okay, that's it on that. Anybody have any precept to add on to that? Anybody have any precept? Nah? Okay, so we're gonna close up, man. We'll give all praises going on it.
Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem L'Chakodash.
All right? Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Yahweh, Elohayna, Yahweh, Yahweh, Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Elohayna, Yahweh, Yahweh, Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Elohayna, Yahweh. All right? Shalom. The Lord is the apostle. That was a great millstone. A bad babal. All right?
Soon.